835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Okay, so we're going to do an audio check here to get us going. Kickoff in about 20 minutes. We'll be back a little earlier than that for captains and kind of get you going here. But look forward to having you having a good game here. And like I said, we'll get you going here in about 1940 left on the clock.
Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jinx, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
Welcome back to playoff football here in Helena, Oklahoma. As you can see, we've got the captains from both teams taking midfield here, ready for the coin toss. One thing you may notice this week, Pete Wynn, the lone senior for the Timberlake Tigers, he's out there and he's in a brace. He's ready to play. Looked really good in the pregame, so we're really glad to see him out there. He's out there with junior linebacker Carson Shepard. Carson missed a bunch of time with an injury as well. He played defense last week, but I believe we might see him on the offensive side of the ball a little bit too, which will help a lot with Timberlake. A little different group of numbers over there for Coyle. They brought out a whole slew of guys. I would imagine they're probably all seniors. Too difficult to get numbers from here, but I did go through the roster, and they do have 8 seniors as opposed to Timberlake, who's got the 1. Be interesting to see how that might play out. But it's a fun time of year. I've had lots of discussions about things, and it's a good problem to have. We've gotten really spoiled around here. I do notice we've got a pretty good crowd. That's something we've talked about for the last few weeks. It hasn't been very well attended. Probably a little bit spoiled with Squirtle, but also just kind of being used to being here. And those first round games around here have been blowouts for a while. But we're sure thankful and happy to be back, and look forward to the opportunity that we've got here tonight. Should be a competitive ball game. Preparing for Coyle to call the flip here. So maybe the guy speaking for Coyle, number 1, Alex Jennings. They've got him listed as a cornerback and D-back. He is a senior. Looks like Coyle has deferred. They won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half, so I assume that means Timberlake will receive. So Coyle will be kicking off. Not much wind tonight, so looks like they're going to kick off from the north. So we'll be back here in about 3.5 minutes, and we'll bring you the opening kickoff.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway...
We've got Timberlake ready to receive. Coyle's taking the field, ready for the opening kickoff. Looks like it's going to be the senior Jennings we mentioned on flip. He was also the quarterback. Didn't get to watch a lot, but watched a little bit of Coyle's. I believe it was her last game. I would assume we're going to get a heavy dose of inside kicks tonight. Which I guess hopefully they're not kicking off very often. It would be nice if this was their last kickoff. Timberlake's going to have to work on it from there. So, we talked about being a little spoiled, being used to being here. You got, he's going to be an onside. Low down here to Paxton Glenn. I don't see a flag. No, there it is. They've got to give him an opportunity to come get it. He was good as he was trying to retrieve it. So it's going to be Timberlake ball there, just across midfield. But what I was mentioning here before, we've got a full house up here. We've got radio stations to either side of us here. One side and top here. Kind of have to remember there's not very many of us playing right now. So the last two teams left. Looking forward to a good night of football here. Coach has got some questions.
First down and 10 Tigers. Blue Jacket 48.
So Timberlake's going to break the huddle, get into high formation. As we've seen pretty consistently, you've got Chuck, Judd, Pierce. Doesn't look like we're going to see line up on the Chuck on the sideline for now. Peekman is this left end. Does a good job getting the block. Maverick Judd out here in the sweep. So Glenn passes the test on first down there, first play of the game. Looked really good there. Did a good job getting his guy hooked. Maverick wasn't touched until he was about 5 yards downfield. Was driven out of bounds. That's going to bring him second down. Looks like they come back up a little bit. Second down, we'll call it 6. 4-yard gain there. Good lead block there by Chode as well. Veer formation now behind Pierce. Snap, pitched out there to the right now to Chode. There's a flag behind the play. I've said that way too many times this year. Choate was able to get it down 3 yards line of the first down marker. But it's one of those things that's kind of plagued us this year. You know, it's one thing to get a hold when the ball's in the area. We seem to have a really bad habit of you get a guy blocked, they'll let you kind of get your hands up on him and get a hold of him a little bit. When those guys start pulling away, you got to let go. And I think that's what usually ends up getting us. And so we're backing up here from the original line of scrimmage and we're second round long instead of third down and short. Something we can get cleaned up quick. The ball was already on the sideline over there. I saw the flag coming out. It was well behind the play, so definitely it was an interior line over here. So let's see. High formation now again here. Second down, about 16. Fake the handoff, lead pass. He's got Chode out here in the flat. It's a good catch. So, kind of a bread and butter play for Coach Severin. Coyle. Good pass and catch there from sophomore Pierce to Choate. So 3rd down and 3. Got a little bit ago. That's going to be 3rd down and 5. Back in the early days with Coach Severn, that used to be that was the fancy plays. He used to run these 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Got a roll out pass here, and he's got Choate open again. He's chopped down, but not before enough yards for the 1st down. I say that. He might be right at the line. I sure thought he had it. He was hit right at the line and fell forward. They are going to get the 1st down. So
It'll be good for a 1st down.
1st down, Timberlake. 38-yard line of Coyle. Trying to get you some numbers of Coyle. So I didn't do much homework as far as I should have written down numbers watching some of that film, but I do know they've got 8 seniors. Looks like Coyle's coaches maybe requested a measure. It's not really his call. They're pretty confident it's 1st down, so we're going to get it to them. I do know they seem to be senior heavy on the roster. I don't know if that necessarily means those guys are all on the field. There's a freshman who this defense I haven't noticed. It'll be a lead now. Judd makes a man miss. He's able to get all the way down for a 7-yard gain near the 30-yard line. It's a really good job run there by Judd. Line did a good job giving him that initial push. He had 4 yards kind of on them, but then he was able to get the last 3 on his own, making a guy miss. Good play there. So we're going to have split receiver. It's going to be Paxton Glenn. They're split to the right. Shotgun snap back to Pierce. He's in the inside handoff there to Judd on the left side. He's got a 1st down and more, and he's shoved out of bounds. He had 1 step on the line, and that was a good call. He definitely stepped out. He's just about able to tip it on the sideline for a touchdown. That is going to be a 1st down again for Timberlake. So we're going to bring out 1st down and 10 Timberlake. The 19-yard line of Coyle. End a little bit ago. It's going to be a freshman corner, actually, it looks like up here. This side. He's guarding Choate. Got a speed option. Bad read there by Pierce. The defensive end there, number 88, made a really good play. Jordan Williams, he's a senior defensive end. He came right at the quarterback, which is the read guy for Pierce, and he's supposed to pitch off that, and he didn't. Second down. Hand it off to Judd now. He cuts it back to the side. Didn't have much running where that was designed to go. He breaks it back to the left side. He's going to get a few. That's going to be a 3rd down.
Gain of 1, 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10, so just have to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Go shotgun, running back on either side of Pierce. Double tight end, he's going to run back and pass, took ends cross. He's going to throw it up for Glenn. Underthrows it. He's trying to come back for the ball and couldn't, but the ball underthrown like that, you're really going to get that call. Looked like he actually had a better shot. Maybe Gwen on the other side. It was Gwen and Gwen there on the classic patterns. That ball came out funny, kind of fluttering out there. Same formation here for Timberlake. Cole's going to drop 4 guys deep. Pierce throwing underneath. Gwen goes down and gets it, makes a good catch.
Pass intended for Glenn.
They threw a baggie like they had it. He had his hands under it, it looked like. Oh, now they're going to wave it off. I'll say he didn't catch it. It looked like it was going to be right at the marker. It's, sophomore Pierce, usually really accurate. He throws that ball accurately. That's going to be an easy 1st down. Gwen did a good job trying to go get it. That's going to turn it over on downs now for Coyle. Like I said, it wasn't just a terrible pass, but we're usually used to seeing him hit guys in stride, and he threw 2 passes in that possession that neither one hit the mark. So hopefully he can get that cleaned up. See a lot of inside run tonight. It looked like watching film, and they do a good job there. Looked like Timberlake had a chance at him at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to keep churning those legs, and a couple missed tackles. That's going to be good for about a 6-yard gain. I understand we had some audio issues. I apologize for that. Had it set up early, but we had actually had to restart the stream. I didn't realize that messed with volume, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me better now. 2nd down and 3 for Coyle at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Really, you notice really tight splits here for Coyle. They're going to hand it underneath again to number 12. And tackled for a short gain, but that is good enough for a 1st down. That's John Tarbox, another senior. So they run a lot of those. They've got the quarterback in shotgun, but everybody's real tight, inside the hashes. And I would imagine their game plan is going to be try to chew up a lot of clock, chew up a lot of yards, and keep Timberlake's explosive offense off the field. And hopefully Timberlake can kind of find an answer for that. C.J. Watkins, a sophomore, starting at nose. It's been kind of a moving mark there. And they're going to hand it off to this side now, inside. Same play. Not good when your safety's the one having to make a play on an inside run, and I think he's made the tackle on the first 3 plays from scrimmage. So hopefully we can start getting a little push up front and making those tackles at the line of scrimmage. That's another 6-yard gain there for number 12, Tarbox again. Second down and 4 for Coyle. As we mentioned, Tarbox, a senior. Number 1, the quarterback, Alex Jennings, also a senior. Shotgun snap this time to number 10 off the other side. And hard hit, but not wrapped up. That's going to be another Coyle 1st down. That's number 10, Carson Hawk, a freshman. So they've got two seniors and a freshman in the backfield. It's like number 55 is center, and that's Tristan Hoffman, sophomore offensive lineman. Number 35, Landon Dobbs, a junior offensive lineman. And 21, I believe he's the end on this side. He's a senior. That's Joe Quinn Romero. I apologize if I butchered that name. And I mentioned the corner earlier, a freshman on that left end. He's the end on that side. So shotgun snap this time. Quarterback's going to keep it. Diller makes a good play there in the backfield to get a hold of him. He is able to kind of twist forward for a short gain, but a good play there by the defensive end, Diller, coming from the offside to make that tackle in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 8. So it'll be in for a 2-yard gain there for Jennings. This is something we saw a week ago. It's kind of similar game plan for Geary. Of course, Geary had a lot more size on us than this Coyle bunch does. So a little different formation than we've seen. The wing back on this side, kind of a bigger guy, number 25. We'll get his name in a minute. They're going to run behind him off this right side. That was a much better job defensively for Timberlake. The 25, that's Amaro that I mentioned a minute ago. He's a big kid for a guy in the backfield. They were trying to let him lead up for the more of an outside run there for Tarbox, but Timberlake did a better job. I think that might have been, I'm not sure who that defensive end was. It kind of had that lead blocker driven back a little bit, which gave Tigers time to rally to the ball. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. They're going to go double wing formation out of shotgun over here on this right side. Jennings going to take, there's a false start. They missed. Take the shotgun snap. He's going to roll over here. He's going to throw back across his body to the left side, number 44. It was just barely a forward pass. That is going to go down for an incomplete pass. That was not very far from being a lateral, which would have been a huge difference. That was the freshman, Connor Mormon on the incomplete pass out there. So it's going to bring down 4th down. It's like closer to 5 now. I think I said 3rd down and 4, but call it 4th down and 5. Shotgun formation here, wing right. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be stopped short. I believe that was Shepard. That was Shepard. Shepard did a great job sticking the quarterback in the hole, and then Matthew Janice, another junior, came in and helped clean it up. So really good play there by the Timberlake defense. They're going to turn Coyle over on downs at the 50-yard line with 5:37 left in the first quarter. So see if we can't get offensive side of the ball cleaned up just a little bit. Used to being a little more efficient than we were in that first possession. They're going to come out and spread it out a little bit for the first time. Got Slot to the right. Looks like Choate and Glenn to that side. Gwen out here to the left, and they're going to run a little dump, and too tall for Judd. That's a play they typically like to have a free runner there, but Coyle had a guy on him tight and a guy deep, and Peyton just put it too high over his head to be able to make a play on it. Coyle had that covered really well. But Coyle's starting to drop some guys off the line of scrimmage, so we'll see if that doesn't maybe open up the running game a little bit. Trips to the left. And they're going to throw it out here. Kind of a wobbly pass out here to Judd. And a good couple blocks out here by Choate and Gwen. Allows Maverick to take it all the way down to the 42-yard line of Coyle. So that's going to be an 8-yard gain there. On 2nd down, bring up 3rd down and 2. Peyton did a good job getting it out here quick. I mentioned it's kind of a little bit of a wobbly throw. Ball's been coming out a little funny out of his hands for some reason. Hopefully, I thought maybe just a little antsy. Get a good completion here and feel better about things. Shotgun formation, going to hand it off this time to Choate at the middle, and he's got enough for a 1st down. He's kind of rolling around a little bit on his leg, but I think that might have just been, I think he got hit in the thigh pretty good. I think anything that's going to keep him out of the game. He's back in the huddle ready to go, so it's good to see. Mentioned a couple injuries. We had injury to both of our captains this evening. That kept those guys out of the lineup for quite a while, and just now kind of starting to get healthy again. We do have Alex Brewer, a sophomore, out. He's a difference maker for us. He does some good things on both sides of the ball. We're hoping we can get him back here with the thumb injury. Mentioned injury. Glenn makes a really good catch there and tried to plant his foot on that bad knee. Kind of crumpled to the ground, and he's in a lot of pain down there. I hate to see that for the lone senior. Made the good catch, and it's a play we've seen them run a lot to Gwen. Haven't seen it in a while, but they're going to attend to him. They're going to take a break, so we're going to go to commercial with them, and we'll be back.
We believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the...
So we're back here. We've got Pete Wynn back up on his feet. Kind of a tough deal. Pete tore his ACL a few weeks ago. Like I said, he's our lone senior. Really good leader on this team. Pretty devastated. He's a hard guy to replace, but more than anything, just hate it for him having to miss some time. But he's decided as a senior he didn't want to waste his senior year and wants to be able to finish it out, do what he can to help his team. And so proud of him. He's decided to brace it up and just try to go. And he's got the brace there, which really with no ACL is going to be what's going to keep that thing from kind of curling up on him. And unfortunately, he was able to plant with that foot. Didn't go well, but he is up on his feet on the bench, watching his teammates go to work here. Really good run there by Choate. Had an I formation, 22 lead there. Maverick Judd, the fullback, he does a really good job coming up and kicking that end out. And Line did a good job inside, gave him some running room, and then Blake's able to do the rest. Really good play there. It'll be I formation again with Choate behind Judd. See those two kind of split back and forth between tailback and fullback, which is nice to see. Going to be another lead, this time over the left side, and we're going to have another flag again behind the play. Looks like they're talking to Caleb Barney on that play. It's going to be a hold on him, it appears. It's going to take it from being second short to 1st and 20. Holding penalty is what kind of killed us. Got us behind the chains the last possession. Hopefully we can see our Tigers have a big play. He's saying he kind of had him hooked. So we're going to go slot formation to the left. Choate split to his right. Glenn over there tight to the right side. Send Choate in motion. They're going to throw it out here to him in the flat. Have blockers out in front. Really good blocking out ahead of him. And he was untouched until he was well across the original line of scrimmage. I saw Caleb Ware, you had the penalty to play before. He's out here as a guard, way downfield, driving his guy back. That was a really good block by Caleb, and the ends out here did a good job. The guys split out here. I think it was Judd and Ulrich did a good job getting their guys blocked. So they're going to take it all the way down. It's going to be a 16-yard gain there, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Veer formation now behind Pierce. They're going to pitch it out there to Choate over the right side, and he had a free runner coming through. That's number 35. I believe that's the defensive end on that side. Landon Dobbs, a junior, and I think somebody missed an assignment there. He come through clean, and we've got a speed advantage for sure, but when you come through that clean and have the angle, there's really not much you can do. That play was blown up before it started. Bring up 3rd down and 8 for Timberlake on the Coyle 26-yard line. I formation again. This time Judd is the tailback. They're going to fake the handoff, roll out to the left. He's got a man, and Ulrich, he makes the catch, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Ball hit the pylon. Really good play there. Better pass from Pierce. Good to see that. Ulrich does a good job bringing it in, and he's able to make a move and get in for the touchdown. So that's going to make the score 6-0 Timberlake with 3:27 left in the first quarter. And Timberlake will now go for 2. So we're going to have Shepard in the I formation behind Judd. This will be his first offensive possession since the Winoka game. They're going to fake it. Unblocked defensive end hits Pierce. All he could do was just kind of throw it in the area that he knew Glenn was going to be in. And ball was tipped around, and Glenn somehow he might have made the catch from his backside, but I believe he's laying on the out-of-bounds line there. So that's going to leave it at 6-0 Timberlake. Like I said, 3:27 left to go. We'll take a break with them.
Heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Janice is setting the ball up for the first Timberlake kickoff. Looks like number 10, the freshman Carson Hawk, back deep to receive for Coyle. They've got 4 guys up on the line. Looks like 8-man football anymore. It seems like there's probably more onside kicks than not. So everybody's prepared for them. They've got 5 guys within 7 yards of the line that they have to kick it to here. So Timberlake set. They're gonna break. They kind of had that little sugar huddle ready in case they wanted to do that quick onside, but instead, and I don't know if that was supposed to be an onside, but it ended up being a good one. Judd got a hand on it, but ball ended up kicking out of bounds. Couldn't really tell if that was supposed to be an onside kick or not. Just going to give Coyle the ball with good field position on their own 46-yard line. Concerning Choate, I think they're running the guy on late on the kickoff team there. I've noticed Choate's kind of holding his leg a little bit. I really think he just kind of got dead legged. I think he got hit in the thigh, but he's not in right now. This first defensive play for Timberlake. It's like Cade Springer's going to be the corner on that other side. Now we're in a 4-1. They're going to hand it off. And I don't know if we hit him or if he just kind of lost his feet trying to make that cut, but that was number 12, Tarbox, again on the run. And it's good enough for a 2-yard gain. And we talked about it. They're trying to pack it in tight, just try to run right at Timberlake. If you can get 3 to 5 yards every play, and you can sure chew up some clock, and like I said earlier, keep that explosive Timberlake offense off the field. Going to be a wing left shotgun formation here. And they're going to hand it off again to Tarbox to the left side this time, and he has better running room there. Judd, the first man there to make the tackle. Looks like Janice and Shepard came in to help clean that up. It's going to be a good gain there on second down for Coyle. It's going to be about a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Coyle. So, talked about it, 25, Xavier Romero, big kid, was playing. It looks like he plays end, and then they put him at the wing back every once in a while and either pull with him or the lead block out on an outside run. When they kind of go to that single back set, that's what the formation they've been running. They're going to run that again. They're going to hand it off again. This time, better job from the backside. You had Caleb Barney. Really good play there by the corner. He read run, and he came up and made the hit at the line of scrimmage. Actually, behind the line of scrimmage, he was able to fall forward for really about no gain. Good plays there by the end and the corner on this side. 2 juniors. Ulrich was kind of put into service. He was getting some time early, but I mentioned the injuries that we had. At one point, Pete Gwynn was playing a corner. Blake Choate has played corner for us. Alex Brewer is playing safety. And without those guys, Braden Ulrich has come in and done a really good job playing this corner position. So it's like Coyle's going to come in and try to get Timberlake to jump off sides, and they're going to use their timeout before the play clock expires. So show a little maturity there by Timberlake. We've had a habit of jumping on that as well, so I'm proud to see those guys hold on, and it's going to be with 1:05 left, 6-0, and it's going to be Coyle's first timeout.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Taking the field here for a big 4th down play. 4th down and a long one, or long 2. That wing formation again over here to the right, really tight splits. Shotgun. And he's going to hand it off inside, and it's going to be, I believe, a 1st down. Good play there by Carson Shepard. Good stick there, but hit him right at the chains, and he was able to kind of swirl around and gain another yard there. It's going to be about a yard past the line to gain. So good strong run there by the senior Tarbox. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for Coyle inside Tiger territory at the 44-yard line. It's one thing, he's a strong runner. One guy's not going to bring him down very often from what I've noticed here so far early in the game. Now that same formation out of the left. Shotgun snap, they're going to hand it to Tarbox again, and he cuts back. Ulrich and Shepard. And 2 in on the tackle. It looked like our corner might have been the first guy there. Going to be another 2-yard gain there for Coyle. That's going to take us to the 2nd quarter. So low-scoring quarter, 6-0 Timberlake, and we'll be back after the short break.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you.
Back a little early here, catch up on a couple scores. Winoka Thackerville are tied at 14. It's like late in the 1st quarter at Thackerville. Thackerville was the 1 in that southeast district, with Winoka being the 2 out here in the northwest district. Ryan has an early lead over Wilson Henrietta, which would be the matchup of this game. They will lead 14-8, and then Tipton up 20-6 over Graham Dustin. So there's your Class C scores, and try to keep you up to date on those and maybe even get a few other scores from other classes as we go. So we're going to have a shift. Spread it out. Going to send Tarbox in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Quarterback's going to keep it. Another great play by Diller. He came from the left defensive end on a run away from him, and as the quarterback was trying to kind of wait on blocks to develop on this other side, he's able to come in and make that tackle before he could get to the line of scrimmage. So no gain on that play. That was the quarterback Jennings on the keeper, and a good play by Diller to keep him to no gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Mentioned number 88 a couple times on defense. It's left. He's playing this left guard over here. Big kid Jordan Williams. He's made a couple plays already. He's a senior on the defensive side of the ball. More familiar formation here for Coyle. They're going to hand it off to Tarbox again. Another play we've seen, this time to Janice. Janice gets him at the 40. You have to do a better job of just getting him down, and he kind of trying to arm tackle him, swung him around, actually slung him forward for about 3 more yards. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. I mean, good job getting his hands on him. I mean, he was the first guy to him, and got a little bit of a push to get to him. But Just got to do a better job of holding him up. It's going to bring up 4th down and manageable here for Coyle. They're going to come out that wing right formation out of the shotgun. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to give it to tar box again, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Just had Tigers there on him in time, but nobody got a real good shot on him, so he's able to drag a couple guys across for about a 5-yard gain. Bring up 1st down and 10 at the 32-yard line of Timberlake. Timberlake's defense so far, I mean, a little bit of bend don't break. Can kind of get frustrating. Offense standing over here for a long time. Timberlake's used to putting up points. We kind of had a feeling coming into this, especially after watching the way Gary played last week, that this would be the game plan. This time they're going to put number 10, Carson Hawk, the freshman, next to Jennings, and Jennings will keep it. And he's tackled this time. Good job by, I think that was Barney. He got a hold of him. Similar to that tackle we had a minute ago with Janice, except he was able to kind of bend over backwards and drag him to the ground the correct direction for Timberlake. So it just holds him to a 2-yard gain. Now I will say, to give Matthew credit, that kid probably was outweighed by the running back that Janice was trying to take out by probably 80 pounds. But good play there by Caleb either way. Wing left formation, shotgun again. Tar box to the right of Jennings. And they're going to give it to him up the middle again. Another cut back, and he's hit there. A couple guys had him kind of slowed up. And Judd does a good job coming up and making a pretty good stick to stop him right there where he hit him. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now for Coyle. They've taken it down to about the 27-yard line of Timberlake. Timberlake's kind of getting the spot of the field here where they're going to have to stud up here and get a stop. A couple more 1st down, really. One more 1st down, they're in the red zone. Another 1st down, and they're inside 10 yards. So need to stuff them here pretty quick. Wing right formation, shotgun. Jennings takes a snap, going to hand off to Tarbox again. This time more around to the outside, and Ulrich does a good job coming up and making the tackle with the help of Diller. He was able to fall forward a little bit. Looks like he was hit at the line of scrimmage and fell forward for about a half-yard gain. So one thing I'll say, watching this game so far, it does look like Timberlake's got the advantage when it comes to speed. Anytime the ball's on the perimeter, it looks like we've had a little easier time. Had a little more of the success that Coyle's had moving the ball so far has really come between the guards almost. Coyle's going to spread it out a little bit here. They're going to go slot. No, they've got 2 guys on the line of scrimmage, and they're going to throw. Looked like a little confusion by the receiver and the quarterback. They had number 35 Landon Dobbs, a junior, out for the pass. One thing Coyle did right there, it took me a second to pick it up, but Timberlake did a pretty good job of it. They had guys split, 2 guys split to either side, but over here on this left side, they had both guys in the line of scrimmage, so that inside guy was not eligible. So the 2 guys on the right were, and they were hoping to catch us off guard, not ready for the tight end, kind of dumped there over the middle. Actually, I think it was kind of looked like a guard eligible, actually. Coyle's going to spread it out now with us. Going to send Judd in motion. And going to give it to him off that left side. Good blocking out in front. Stops his feet. Able to kind of gain his composure again and push forward for another couple yards. Lots of room in the middle of the field. That's that. I know Timberlake calls that deuces formation defensively, where you've got 2 down linemen and 2 linebackers, and they kind of have different responsibilities with just 3 guys there to block. But one thing that was different about that I noticed is all 4 guys are wide. So lots of room up the middle if we ever need a yard or 2. Same formation. This time Crane in the game for the first time. They're going to run the same play to him off the right side. He's going to cut back to the left. We've got a penalty on the field. Too much side to side, but he is able to get down for a 1st down, but I think it's going to be all for naught. I believe we're going to have another possibly holding penalty. Let's see what we've got. 2 flags, so 2 guys saw it. It's one thing that does happen too. You get some blocks in the back and different things too when you got guys cutting back, not running where it's designed. call, it is going to be a hold on Timberlake. So it's going to bring up second down and long. Second down at about 15, I believe. Minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Timberlake leads at 6-0 in a low-scoring affair so far. Timberlake stopped Coyle on downs twice. Coyle was able to do the same on their first possession. Have same formation here, slot both directions, Pierce in the shotgun. They're going to bring Judd in motion, and they're going to fake it to him. And we've got, I think, some pre-play movement. Play clock's still running down, so it wasn't delay. We're going to have, yep, going to be a false start. I thought that was going to be a play-action pass. I thought maybe they were looking for Glenn out here. Saw Coach Severin talking to Shepard to maybe get ready. I think he likes what he's seeing with maybe some penalties and different things. So yeah, he's actually down here taking some shotgun snaps. So Carson was our center before he got injured. Looks like maybe they're preparing him. We slot to both directions again. Again, they'll send Judd in motion. Fake it to him again. They're going to run the same play. Throwing it up to Glenn. Good catch. Makes the man miss. He's got running room. And he's taken down from behind. But that was a big gain there for Timberlake. Good pass there by Pierce. Good catch by Glenn. And then, like I said, made a man miss. And get those long legs to rolling. And was able to get down there. Down to the Coyle 25-yard line. So kind of missed time. I know that we were, I think, somewhere down around the 15-yard line. So big gain there. Looks like we're going to have a sideline warning for Timberlake. So another one of those will be a 15-yard penalty. But I believe that was a 40-yard connection there between the sophomores, Pearson and Glenn. One of Peyton's favorite targets. You know, you have a guy with that kind of catch radius. Why wouldn't he be? Kind of throw it up. That time he had a step on his man and made a good pass, good catch. So talked about Choate not being in the game. I have not seen him in since. They've got Crane, the freshman, that's been in. This is the first time I've seen. I thought maybe they had him in there just for that specific formation, but looks like they may be adjusting the spot. Not sure what they've got going on here. Referees are messing with the ball. Not sure what was going on, but going to be I formation now with Crane at fullback ahead of Judd. They're going to turn and they're going to pitch it out here to Judd. Good gain there by Judd. Had good blockers out in front. Good job by the O-line there, getting him some running room, and then Maverick making the most of it. It's going to be good for a Tiger first down. It's going to be a gain of, just start writing down the yard markers. It's about a 15-yard gain there for Timberlake. Clock's running inside 7 minutes. Timberlake now inside the red zone. First down, they're going to go I formation again. I formation, they're going to fake the pass, throw it out here to Crane, fullback. Like he had a chance to stop his feet and get upfield, but he steps out of bounds after a short gain. He was looking for Ulrich in the end zone. They had two guys deep on him, so he settled for the check down. It was wide open, and Crane was able to make the catch and get out of bounds there. Going to put Crane out in the slot. Well, they're going to put both in the slot. They're going slot both directions again. Formation we saw a little while ago. Pierce in the shotgun. They're going to send Crane in motion. They're going to give it to him over the right side. Good block there by Diller. Good block by Judd. And Crane is able to take the guy into the end zone for the touchdown. So big play there for the freshman. 6.5 minutes to go. That'll make the score 12-0 Timberlake. We've talked about the kind of a game plan for Coyle to chew up some clock and move the ball kind of slow, methodically down the field, and that's the way to go against Timberlake. I think that's a good game plan. But when you start trailing by a couple scores, that sure does change things when you're the team trailing. So that might provide some opportunities defensively for Timberlake as well. So officials are going to blow it dead. Looks like the pylon was knocked over. They're going to fix that. Going to be slot formation with Crane to the right of Pierce. We see a rollout right pass out of this pretty often. It's going to be key for Crane to get his block if that's the case, and it is. And freshman defensive back does a good job cutting that off and actually made the interception. He's trying to hit Judd out here on the square out. I think Peyton maybe had his guy picked out before the play was even drawn up, but Coyle did a good job. That looked like maybe just good scouting there for Coyle. They were able to cut that off and stop us on the 2-point conversion. So, again, 6.5 minutes to go, 12-0 Timberlake. We'll be back for the kick.
Today, Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
Timberlake's breaking the huddle, set to kick off for the second time here. Thackerville's now taken the lead over Winoka 22-0 now in the second quarter. Tipton up 36-6 over Graham Dustin, so Tipton kind of expected to win that one, and they're starting to pull away. Ryan and Wilson Henrietta still tied. Last check, it was last update was 6 minutes to go in that second quarter. Trying to get some Class B scores here if I can get it to pull up. Janice teeing it up now to kick off. Looks like a Regent Prep leads Dewar 23-20. And being upset there, Dewar expected to go far in Class B. Another potential upset, O'Keene leads Laverne 16-14. I understand Laverne's quarterback, really good player, good runner. He's out this week, I understand. I believe he had labrum surgery, if the rumors are correct, but they trail O'Keene 16-14. Janice puts another boot to it, back to the freshman, and he takes it on a knee. Good job there by the officials to recognize that. So he's down right where he caught it. That's going to be back at the 15-yard line. So good kick there by Janice. And start off with kind of rough field position there for Coyle at the 15-yard line. Velma Alma, after a near upset by Covington Douglas, kind of a controversial one there last week. They do lead Garber 24-8 out Velma. Southwest Covenant over OBA. So lots of ranked teams here trailing right now, or maybe a little bit unexpectedly. And OBA would be another one. They're down 12-8 to Southwest Covenant. Sealing, the number one team in Class B, does lead 20-0 as expected. That wing left formation here for Coyle. He's going to hand it off to Tarbox over this left side, and hold there on this left side. And quarterback on this side was a little late. We talked about how good of a job Ulrich did earlier of coming up to make that hit. It's a little further downfield, but it did look like Springer was trying to come up to make the hit. And he's fixing his jersey over his shoulder pads because it looked like maybe they had a hold of it there as he's trying to break free to come up and make that tackle. But either way, it's going to go for a 6-yard gain there by the senior Tarbox. And maybe bring up 2nd down and 4. Same formation out of the right for Coyle. And they're going to hand it to him again now over the right side. Judd makes the safety, makes the hit, and he's drugged downfield for several more yards. That is going to bring up a Coyle first down with 6:18 left in the first quarter. Going to take it out to the 33-yard line. A little pep in their step for Coyle here. First few plays. Linemen are doing a good job kind of driving our guys downfield. And you got a guy like Tarbox with the head of steam going, it's going to be hard for defensive backs to come up and take him down without a little punishment and a few more yards. This time we're going to go double wing to the right. Last time we saw a rollout, kind of a pass back type play. We're going to roll him out. This time he's going to take it himself. Barney in the backfield, unable to make the tackle. He's going to take it down for a nice gain there for Coyle. kind of a slow developing play there. He was patient, waiting on blockers, and he had kind of had us outnumbered out there on the perimeter. They do a good job getting a push there. So good gain there for Coyle. Looks like it's going to be a 7-yard gain, bring up 2nd down and 3. About 10 seconds left in the play clock here. Looks like Coyle's not in a big hurry. They'd love to chew up all 5 minutes of this thing and go down and score. They could before half. Double wing. Now they're going to pull both guys over here to this left side. Quarterback keeper again. Good play there by, it's going to be Diller downfield, basically making that tackle by himself. He had to come from the backside where those pulling wing backs came from, and makes the tackle downfield. Otherwise, it would have gone for a big one. It's good enough for a 1st down now. So Timberlake's going to have to kind of stiffen up here on defense. It's been 2 plays and a 1st down several times here in a row. I was going to kind of look at some, I was curious if the Fairview scored. Fairview, #1 team in Class A, they lead 13-0 over Crescent. Wing left formation here, Coyle. They're going to give it to the freshman this time over the left side, and good move there by the freshman. He didn't have anywhere to go on the left side. He kind of dove inside with a little bit of a step fake there and got the sophomore corner Springer to bite. And as he went inside, that left nobody left around the outside to make the tackle, so he's able to get all the way down there for an 8-yard gain. So Cassius Corbel, a sophomore, coming in. Matthew Janice going out. Let's see if there's any more local scores here. I'm not seeing any more. So bring up 2nd down and 2 for Coyle. See if we can break this streak of 2 plays and a 1st down here for Coyle that they've had at this possession. This time, Tarbox is in the wing, guy to the right. They're going to go quarterback keeper to the right. Really good play off this side over here. I think that was a defensive tackle. Nope, that's going to be Diller. Diller breaks through the line there and does a good job making the play at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Diller's able to break that streak. Let's see now if we can maybe get a stop. See if I can jinx Coyle here. They've, I believe, been penalty-free so far. It's been something in these situations that's hurt Timberlake. Senior-heavy team. Kind of expect that out of them. Shotgun formation. Now they're going to give it to Tarbox, and he cuts back to the right. And first man to him is Shepard, gets a hold of him, and he's holding him up for his teammates to come clean it up. And they drop him right where he had him, but it's going to be really close. Depends on who they're going to go with. The guy on the far side has him for a 1st down. The guy on this side has him maybe just short, but they're going to go with the guy on the other side. So it is a Coyle 1st down. 1st down and 10 now across midfield for Coyle. Have it at Timberlake 46-yard line with 3 minutes left to play. One thing Timberlake does have working in their favor here is the clock. Clock's starting to run here under 3 minutes. Coyle's been taking their time, which is understandable, but I'd say we're kind of starting to get to the point where it's taken them about 3 minutes to get from the 15 to the 45. So that math works out in Timberlake's favor if that trend continues. So 2:40 left. Coyle does have 2 timeouts remaining in the 1st half. You see same formation here with the wing back to the right, Tarbox next to him, and he's going to give it to him again, cuts it back again. And that was all Tarbox there. Timberlake did a good job of getting him stood up to the line of scrimmage, but just couldn't get him brought down until he was able to push forward for a couple more yards. It's going to be a 3-yard gain there by Tarbox. 2nd down and 7 now as the clock approaches the 2-minute mark. So timeouts will be big for them. I mean, they've got 2 of them, but at this rate, that might not be enough. They're going to have a big play. Wing right. A little quicker out of the huddle this time for Coyle. They're going to give it to him again over the right side, more running room. Judd had a hold of him but let go. Springer did a good job coming over, and the second guy there, and Ulrich came over. Both corners came over to help clean that up. You have to do a better job tackling there for Timberlake. Nobody touched him until our safety, the sophomore Judd, and he wasn't able to keep a hold of him. It looks like little bit of a rotation in the inner line here. Matthew Janice did come back in. Trying to figure out, looks like he came in. I'm not sure who he came in for at that nose guard position, but now CJ Watkins is going to come back in for Corbel. CJ, another sophomore. Play action pass, has a receiver open, and he does make the catch. That's number 44. I believe that's a freshman end on this side. So little lead pass of their own there for Coyle. First completion of the game. That goes to freshman Connor Mormon. And that's the yardage that... do what? Okay. Okay, we're going to have first down and 10. I was told just now that maybe we lost a connection, but I'm showing we're streaming, so I'm going to keep going here until I find out different. Tarbox over this left side. Again, we had him balled up, but we just can't bring him down. It's poor tackling by Timberlake, hard running by Tarbox, and they're able to take it all the way down to about the 5-yard line. So it's going to be second down and short at actually the 6. If there's anybody listening out there, if you can hear me, shoot me a message if you got my number. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. Looked like the only two that moved that time were. Yeah, we're live, so we may have somebody that maybe had an issue with their own phone or something. But I think there's a quarterback sneak. They kind of tried to catch Timberlake off guard, and it was just the center and the quarterback. And he was able to get 1 yard, but it's going to bring up third down and short with 39 seconds to go here in this first half. So we'll take a break with Coyle here.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals...
Got both teams breaking the huddle off the sidelines here. Big end of the half here, 39 seconds left. Now at the 5-yard line for Coyle. Winoka now trails Thackerville 28 to 20. Apologize. They're going to go double wing right, formation we've seen a few times. Jennings takes a snap, and he's going to run out here to the right side with 2 lead blockers. And again, Diller, who's had a really good game, he comes up and makes that tackle from behind. He's been all over the field tonight. And it's going to be, I believe, it's going to be close to a first down. I do believe they're going to be a little short from my angle, which I'm a long ways away. But either way, it is going to, the only bad thing for Timberlake is it does stop the clock without Coyle having to use a timeout. But no, actually Coyle did use their timeout, it appears. So, which again, they may have been able to save theirs. I think they're going to be short. They are going to measure. Since they did take the timeout, we'll go ahead and take one with them, but we'll be back to let you know what they decide off the measurement.
Are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart.
It's going to be good enough for a first down for Coyle. That's, obviously we'd love to stop them on 3rd and 4th down there. The one benefit Timberlake gets from that, though, is with the first down, the clock will not stop without an out-of-bounds play, incomplete pass, or a touchdown here. So, that does play to Timberlake's favor with 27 seconds to go. Coyle is out of timeouts for this half, so we'll see how that all plays out. I'd say the way Coyle runs the ball, if they continue to run like they have been, we might be looking at, they might have time for 2 plays. Might be different in different parts of the state, but here at Timberlake, I believe that's time for about 2 plays. So be down almost about the 4.5-yard line, 1st and goal for Coyle. And they're going to come out in wing formation out here to the left with Tarbox next to Jennings in the shotgun formation. Tipton is broken free, and they're kind of running away with it. They're up 42-6 over Graham Dustin. Ryan now leads Wilson Henrietta 22-14 in a close game, which again would be the matchup of this. The winner would play the winner of this game. So shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off to Tarbox again. He's in the end zone. That's just way too easy there. Guys getting driven towards the sideline, guys getting driven back into the end zone, and as hard as Tarbox has had to run to get what he's earned so far, didn't have to work very hard that time. He's able to just kind of jog on in. So Timberlake's going to have to stiffen up on the defensive side of the ball. Coyle will get the ball coming out of halftime as they deferred in the first half. So important right here. So we're going to go kind of a wildcat formation with number 88, who's been playing guard. He's going to take it, run over that right side. And they've got him held up at the line of scrimmage, or at the goal line, and he's no good. So really good play there. Saw C.J. Watkins, looked like might have been the first guy. And then see Janice and Carson Shepard and Barney coming up off the pile. It took all of them. That's a big dude. Number 88, Jordan Williams, a senior offensive lineman, defensive end. Really good play there for Timberlake to stop him short. So that's going to leave it at 12-6. Timberlake, 23 seconds to left to go. First half. One thing we do have going for us, onside kick would mean good field position for Timberlake if we could retrieve it. So hopefully that's the case and give us a couple shots at the end zone.
For hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email.
Coyle taking the field here. I mentioned how Coyle typically likes to onside kick it, and they did in that first one. And they were actually able to come up with the ball, but a penalty was able to keep the ball with Timberlake. Be interested to see what they do here. The difference here is there's 23 seconds left to go. So if they do kick it deep to Crane, and he's not able to get a big return, then they're able to. Timberlake's got a lot of real estate to cover in such a short period of time. If they do onside kick it and get it, obviously that pretty much ends the half. But, senior Jennings lined up to kick it. Timberlake's got 7 guys up within 10 yards of. Barney is going to take it, needs to get down quick. Instead he's going to take it up the middle, and he had a little more room than I thought he was going to. Good job there. He didn't get to touch it very often. He's able to catch that line drive kick in midair, and about a 6 or 7 yard return there. Takes it out near midfield to the 47-yard line of Timberlake. So Timberlake's got a chance. 22 seconds left to go. Talked about how explosive this offense is. This time they've got Springer. End of the game, looks like maybe he's going to come in for Crane. And they're going to go empty backfield. Similar formation we had earlier, except they're a little tighter formation here by the slot receivers. And Pierce is able to step up, and he's going to throw it off to the left there to Judd. Judd needs to either get in the end zone or get down. He's down there, and Timberlake calling their timeout with 11 seconds to go. And they're going to take it down to the 26-yard line. So good pocket there for Timberlake. Pierce had a guy kind of coming at him, but he was coming around the outside, and he did a good job stepping up to give himself some more time, and pocket held, and he makes a good pass down there to Judd. Had good coverage early. The blocking allowed Peyton to have enough time to be able to find and break free, and that's going to be good for, it's going to be about a 25-yard game there on first down. So it's going to take one more of those to get in the end zone, 26-yard line, 11 seconds to go, and we'll take a timeout with them here.
Adam at Squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss.
Both teams taking the field again, like I mentioned, 26-yard line, 11 seconds to go. Timberlake's going to spread it out again. I would imagine, you've got time for a short completion. Either get out of bounds or get down. You're going to send Judd in motion, and they're going to fake the handoff, send him down the middle of the field. They're going to throw it out here in the flat to Glenn. Makes a man miss. Going down the sideline, smartly steps out of bounds with 4 seconds left to go. Really good play there by the sophomore duo. Faked that handoff. It looked like they had a route down the middle of the field. Looked like maybe that was going to be their home run route. And Judd had gone in motion, and he wasn't open. So Pierce made the quick decision to throw it out there in the flat to Glenn, and he makes the man miss to get some yardage, and then gets out of bounds. A really good play there by Timberlake. 4 seconds to go. It's going to be they're going to have one shot at it from the 13-yard line. We're going to take a timeout with them. Doing Timberlake's second timeout.
Suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best.
All right, we've got a big first down play here to end the half, more than likely. They're going to spread it out again, trips left. Going to leave Glenn out here on zone to the right, and he's in double. Looks like going to be double coverage. Pierce rolls. He's got a man open, and Judd. Oh, he had Judd. No, that's Ulrich. Hit him in the hands. Really good play call there. They had him open in the back of the end zone. Pierce put it on him, but fortunately he wasn't able to make the catch. Looked like he was worried about his feet, which he had room. He just wasn't able to rein it in. So going into halftime, 12-6, and we'll be back after break.
For you, because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jinx, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Waukita, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids.
Welcome back to Helena. Appreciate you listening to our stream here. We're about a minute left on the initial clock. Then we'll put a couple minutes back up, let the boys finish warming up, which is something I never understood about football, but why not just add them to begin with? But that's just my deal. Orion, they lead Wilson Henrietta at halftime 30-14. Tipton just about ended it at halftime. They're up by 44 over Graham Dustin 50-6 at halftime. And then Winoka now is actually taking the lead back from Thackerville. They're up 34-28. So closer game here than what people would like to see. I'm not going to say I'm shocked, because I'm not. We knew Coyle had a disciplined team coming in here, a bunch of seniors. They've got, good, big, strong kids there on the line, and kind of knew the game plan we were going to see. It's just a matter of whether we could stop it or not. And Timberlake's done a decent job. Really, just that one possession. I mentioned, bend don't break, and they did that for most of that half. But there at the end, they couldn't stop them. And Coyle did a good job pushing the line of scrimmage, and Timberlake's just got to do a better job this half of getting off blocks and making plays at the line of scrimmage instead of 3 or 4 yards downfield. But that did keep Timberlake's offense off the field for most of the first half. Very few possessions. Timberlake stopped twice in that half, once by a turnover on downs. That was possession where we were backed up by a penalty, and then had a couple, I'd say maybe poorly thrown balls that couldn't quite get to. And then since then, the only other thing that could stop Timberlake's offense was the clock. It ended there with Timberlake in striking distance. Kind of looked at the replay on that and just had a hold of it and just weren't able to hold on. Ball hit the ground and popped loose, and so that leaves the score at halftime 12-6. Coyle will take the opening kickoff of the second half, as they deferred in the first half. We'll continue to update you on other scores in Class C as well. I'm going to go to Class B. Here, O'Keene was up over Laverne. And they are at halftime. They're up 24-22. Fairview, I know in Class A, they were leading 13-0 at halftime. Dewar now does lead Regent Prep 40-37. That game was the other way around. That's a high-scoring game there in Class B. Garber is now, they've hung in there. Velma Alma now at 30-20. I believe that score was a little bit closer earlier in the game, actually not so close earlier in the game, but Garber's able to kind of cut back into that lead at half. OBA now does lead. They trailed Southwest Covenant 12-8 early, but now they lead at halftime 22-12. And then, like I mentioned, Laverne trails O'Keene by 2 at half, and then Sealing over Turpin at halftime 26-0. Several Northwest Oklahoma teams there. So we've got a good one of our own here in Helena. About a minute to go on the clock. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with you for the opening kickoff of the second half.
Go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together with locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash.
Back a little bit early, something I failed to mention, I do want to brag on our crowd. This is probably the loudest crowd we've had all year, which is good. Talked about maybe we're a little spoiled. Maybe it's quarterfinals is what finally brings the fans back out. We've kind of got a tradition of traveling well, and we still do that. It's just a matter of, maybe we kind of get caught sitting in our pockets from time to time, but that's not the case today, which is good to see. If you are watching at home, we're glad that you're joining us. I've mentioned it the last couple weeks. It does cost the school a pretty significant amount of money to stream these games due to a contract that the OSSA has with another streaming service. So one thing, anytime you want to watch Timberlake, check the TimberlakeTigers.tv stream first. If you get anything saying that it's going to be charged, we don't have a choice in the state championship game, but don't pay. Ours is free. With it being free, it's not free for Timberlake. If you would like to help, it costs $300 a round for these early rounds, and it'll go up to $400 after this round. So if you'd like to help with that, get a hold of the school. You can talk to either any of the administrators or Garrett Powell, the defensive coordinator. He's one of our assistant coaches here on the football team, but he's also athletic director. But you can talk to any of us, and we never mind taking money. So if you want to help out, if you appreciate the service you're getting here, we'd appreciate any support we might be able to get. So really good coverage there for Timberlake. I should have been paying more attention to numbers. I saw Braden Ulrich was in on that, and there was another guy that made a pretty good stick. I didn't see who that was, but good coverage there for Timberlake. It's going to make Coyle start their possession here on their own 23-yard line. have that wing right formation that we've seen so much in the first half, and again they give it up to the tailback. Ulrich actually in the backfield to drag him down from behind, along with the help from Janice. Too many again on first down. It's going to go for 3 yards. And that was again the senior tailback, John Tarbox, on the run there. Not statting the game, but I'm not sure how many yards of offense they have, but subtract about 6, and that's how many Tarbox has got on the evening, I think. 2nd down and 6 here for Coyle. Tarbox to the left of Jennings, senior quarterback again. And they have that wing back here to the right. And they've been running behind him. They're going to fake it, and they're going to pull that wing back, and the quarterback's going to keep it, and that's Jennings. He gets across the 30-yard line out to the 31. And now we've got some post-play action. I'm not sure who that was. We are going to see Blake Choke coming in the game for the first time since he went off early on an offensive possession. Let's see which side this is going to go. I'm assuming this is going to be a personal foul. So kind of indicating to Coach Severin that some sort of maybe forearm or something there at the end of the play. It's going to be a personal foul on Timberlake. So Timberlake's going to have to be smarter than that, keep their head. We've had penalties so far. I don't believe there's been a single penalty on Coyle. That's something we've got to keep our heads and be smart. We've had way too many. I'd say we've probably got, we're over 50 yards in penalties. I can think of at least 3 holding penalties we've had. That's a 15-yarder, so that in itself is 45. And I know we had a false start penalty earlier as well, so that equals 50, unless I'm missing 1 or 2. They're going to bring Barney off the field there. If that's an indication that maybe the penalty was on, he's getting a talking to. That might be the case. They're going to hand it off to Tarbox again. Big hit there by Shepard and just about stripped that ball free. Timberlake did have something a little different there. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Might have been a 4-2. I noticed they had brought Judd up. He's actually up there around the line of scrimmage. So I'll try to pay a little closer attention here. He's been a safety all season long, or not all season long, since some injuries have kind of forced him back there. But they don't have a safety right now, so they're actually in some sort of more of a 5-1 or maybe a 3-3, if you want to call those Judd and Diller, maybe outside linebackers, however you want to define that. So we're going to see that same formation here to the right. They're going to give it to Tarbox, and he is brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage. So a couple better plays there. That seems to be a good adjustment by Warman, the defensive coordinator for Timberlake. Like maybe a halftime adjustment, and it's going to be a short gain. So 2 yards on first down, 1 yard on second down. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 now for Coyle. So one scary thing on that, which I will say speed helps maybe make up for that, and our corners have played really well, but with no safety there in the middle of the field, you've got to make sure you make tackles in the middle of the field, because if he's able to squirt free, there's nobody really there to stop him. But definitely had to do something different. I think this is a smart decision here by Timberlake. They're going to try to run outside this time. Judd slowed him up, and then a really good play there by Barney to come through and get the big hit on him and drop him right at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th down and 7. Best defensive possession we've had so far in this game. And we'll see what Coyle decides to do here. The way their offense has been set up, they're not really designed for 4th and long. 4th and 7 for Timberlake's 4th and short. But for an offense like this, that's a lot to ask. We'll see here. Looks like they are going to maybe they were spread it out a little bit, but no, they're going to stay in that wing formation. And Timberlake's going to shift back now to their 3-2 to get coverage. And defensive guys jump, but I think there's a white jersey that moved first. Yep, we have a false start, so that's going to make it 4th down and longer now for Coyle. So first penalty of the game on Coyle is going to back him up and make it 4th down and 12. We'll see if that changes. 4th down and 11. See if that changes anything for the Coyle coaching staff. See if they decide to punt here. Good to see the Timberlake defense stiffen up here. I will say the defensive front there did kind of flinch, but I think it was a reaction to the guard there that jumped. But I'll say they held up. They didn't cross the line of scrimmage. So either way, I don't think that penalty would have gone on Timberlake. They're going to come out, and they're going to the same formation, so I would imagine Timberlake's ready for a pass. And they're going to throw it back to the quarterback, and Blake Choate's all over it. So really smart play there by the junior cornerback. He saw the quarterback trying to roll out onto a route, and they had run that little running play out here, the tar box that we've seen, and he just plants his foot and tries to throw it back to the quarterback, and really good coverage there, forced an errant throw there. It's a good job by Choate. Seemed to be a big boost for us to have Choate in the game. He's a little more of a run stopper. Then nothing against Springer, which Springer will come in on offense for Choate. But Springer's got some speed, but obviously Choate's got some size on him, and probably a better spot for him. They're going to go empty backfield. Judd there in the wing formation. They're going to send Springer. Oh, and he fumbled the exchange, put it in his belly. He tried to reach out and grab it, and Pierce put it in that pocket, and it was just dropped, and Coyle's able to jump on it. So that's unfortunate. A lot of effort there put in by the Timberlake defense to stop him, and it's going to be a one-play possession turnover. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 Coyle now on their own 47-yard line. Hopefully we can see that. Looks like we're going to have that kind of 5-1, 3-3, whatever you want to call it again. A bunch of guys up on the line of scrimmage. Even the corners are creeping up. Deepest guys are linebacker. They're going to go quarterback keeper, and not much room. Judd in on the tackle. It's going to be good for a 2-yard gain there for Coyle. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to soften us up with a little play action at some point. Hopefully we're ready for it. And we'll say, I mentioned it earlier, we kind of have speed on our side, so Timberlake the ends can just read it. I think we'll be fine. A big fumble there for Timberlake. Kind of having to shuffle some guys around. Springer is a guy that has run the ball for us and done a good job. If he does get it in space, he's usually gone. Really fast guy there, and just unfortunately had a bad exchange there between Pierce and Springer. They are going to run the play action. Like we mentioned, they don't run with him. They had him covered, but they don't continue to run with him, and that's going to be a touchdown for the freshman, number 44, Connor Moorman, and that's going to tie the ball game here for Timberlake. So big play. Like I said earlier, if we read it, we'll be fine, and we were. Had a guy running with him. He got about 15 yards downfield, and the defender just stopped. And Moorman was able to break free and catch it in behind the defense, and just had too much room behind us to be able to catch back up. It was a good hustle there by Shepard to try to catch back up, but we've got to carry that receiver on down the field, so that's unfortunate there. We're going to see same formation we saw in the last 2-point conversion. They've got number 88, Jordan Williams, in the kind of the Wildcat formation. He's going to take that shotgun snap, run up the middle, and he's stuffed again by the Timberlake defense. C.J. Watkins, Matthew Janice, Caleb Barney, really good play there to stuff him, and that's going to keep the game tied. So it basically starts over here for Timberlake. We're going to have to make some plays on offense. Haven't had any trouble moving the ball, just mistakes with penalties, and now the one turnover have cost us. So hopefully we can kind of turn things around here. We're going to take a break.
Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
We're back here for the third kickoff of the game here for Coyle. Again, I would imagine we'll see another onside kick. Timberlake appears to be ready for it. Hopefully we can get our hands on the ball. Springer up in the middle. They're going to kick it over here to this side to Glenn again, and really good play there by Glenn. That was a hard bouncing kick, and it took a really bad hop there late. And the length of Glenn allowed him to get out there and make the stop. And it's a gutsy play, too. He had 2 Coyle guys bearing down on him. He was ready to take that hit. And big play there by the sophomore, something we had to have. So 7:46 to go here in the third quarter. Timberlake going to take the field in a tie game. The I formation behind Pierce. Got Choate back in the game, which is good to see. They're going to hand it to him on a lead. A good strong run up the middle. It's going to be good for about a 6-yard gain by Blake. Good blocking, good running by Choate. Good to see him back in there, and seems to be getting along good too. So the injuries we've had, we just can't afford to have much more. So we're glad to see him get that big run. We've got Gwen is up now on crutches. He's on the sideline with his teammates, which was good to see. Kind of felt bad he was sitting on his own down there quite a while. We got slot formation out to the right. Choate next to Pierce gets the block. They're going to throw it to Judd out in the flat, and that's a play they've been ready for. It looked like Glenn might have been open deep, but they've been all over that slot right, roll out right that we like to run. The freshman again comes up, and this time instead of picking it, he comes up and makes the immediate tackle. And I don't know that we gained a yard on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. So one thing I'll say, that the Coyle team seems to be well coached. I said it earlier on that 2-point conversion when that play failed. It looked to be more of maybe some good scouting was a big part of that. Going to have a lead pass now. Has a man open. Not a good throw there by Pierce. Had Ulrich out here. He was open. Needed to get it to him where he could just kind of continue out to the sideline, and he threw it well short. So hopefully we can clean it up here. It's 4th down and 4. Kind of got his head down. He just needs to get a head up, make a good pass here. Usually a really accurate quarterback. Looks like we're going to go I formation now behind Pierce. And take the snap under center. And he's going to fake the handoff, roll out to his left. He's got room to get there for the run, and he does. Good decision there by Pierce. Bad decision to keep running. Should have went to the ground and went out of bounds. And it is going to be a face mask there. And tack on 15 more. Probably should have stepped out of bounds. I know that's something Coach Severn's been talking to him a lot about. Sliding, getting out of bounds, doesn't want to take a bunch of big shots. He's not really built for it. But they're talking about it. It looks like we might have a couple guys trying to talk him out of that face mask. His hand was completely around. I'll be honest, from this position, I can't tell if he actually grasped the face mask. But he took him down by his head. Either way, it is going to be a big 1st down there for Timberlake. So good, smart decision there by the sophomore quarterback. Don't take a chance on a throw when they're giving you 10 yards on the run to get the 1st down. So you've got the guy on this side is trying to show that maybe he had a hold of his. They're going to wave it off. So I will say it is the guy that threw the flag that was kind of explaining that maybe he missed it. Young guy on this side. They're going to explain that to Coach Severn. Having an arm around the helmet is not a penalty. It's grasping is the issue, and they're saying that he didn't have a hold of it. So either way, we're going to have 1st down and 10, which we'll take it. Little rowdy crowd over here, which we kind of like to hear. I haven't heard that in a while. So they're doubling Glenn out there, and so they're going to throw it the flat out that way to Judd, one man to beat, and they do a good job getting a hold of him out there. He's going to do a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So no blocking over there. Coach is a little disappointed. He made the first man. He kind of was able to shuck him, so if we didn't have the inside pursuit out there not being blocked, I think he maybe could have got 5 or 6 yards, but clock's going to run down about the 6-minute mark here in this third quarter. Going to be shotgun again here for Timberlake. And they're splitting receivers out to both directions. Running backs on either side of Pierce, and they're going to fake a handoff to Choate and give it to Judd up the middle. And he's going to be getting it down. It's probably going to be about a 4-yard gain, looks like. A couple of Coyle players a little slow to get at. Looks like they're going to be okay. It's only going to be about a 3-yard gain. His spread out is Coyle's getting now that we're kind of starting to spread out a little bit. I'd like to see a little better push there by our line. Judd drug a couple guys for a yard or two, so we got to give him more than 1 yard run there. They're going to go veer formation now behind Pierce. And they're going to drop back, and they're going to throw it out in the flat. He does have a blocker, and Diller out in front does a good job that time getting the block. And he's hit out of bounds. And it is going to be a little short of the first down. So going to bring up only 4th down and short. Yep, 4th down and about a yard. Just one thing earlier, I don't know if they'd run it the same way on 4th and short, but when we split guys out to both sides, they had nobody over the center. This time we're going to go I formation. They're going to run a sweep out here to the left. Good block there by Choate. Gosh, dancing, and he makes that guy miss. That short of yardage, can't have any dancing. You got to get upfield, and luckily Judd was able to kind of break free on that first one and get the first down, but made it a little scary there. Thought he had it easy if he just kind of bulls forward. But either way, first down, so who am I to question it? First down and 10 now inside the 20 for Timberlake. Running clock down to the 5-minute mark. So we need to punch it in right here and get the 2. Haven't had any 2-point conversions scored in this game so far, and I'm sure make me feel better about things. I formation. They're going to fake the handoff again, roll Pierce out to the right. He has a man, throws it deep. It's Glenn. He's interfered with. Incomplete. Are they going to throw the flag? There's no flag on the play. Glenn went up with one hand only because the guy had a hold of the other one, and he couldn't get both hands up to the ball. Had a slower, bigger defensive back chasing him down. All he could do was grab a hold of him. And they're going to mark it off 2nd down and 10. Unfortunate there for Timberlake. I thought that was a pretty easy call from my view up here, biased as it may be. I formation again behind Pierce, Choate and Judd. We'll say that's usually a pass that Glenn comes down with, but kind of hard to blame him when he's only got one arm. Good run there. That's a much better run by Judd. That time he just put his head down and ran through people. That's what we like to see. Going to be down there. I think this is going to be a first down for Timberlake. Lead there. Yep, it'll be first down and goal inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Had that lead there over the left side. Blocked really well up front. Had some guys there to maybe make the tackle about 5 yards downfield, and Judd just runs through him and takes 3 or 4 guys to get him to the ground after a 10-yard gain. So good play there by Judd. I formation again. They're going to give it to the first man through in Choate. Good run there inside the 5 down to, looks like it can be about the 3 or 4 yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal now for Timberlake, the 4 yard line. I formation again behind Pierce. They're forcing Coyle to kind of start creeping back up to the line again. They're going to sweep it out here to the left where we've got an advantage on the perimeter. Cut back by Judd. Sticks the ball out. Hopefully he's in. Yep, he is. It gets a little scary when you start sticking that ball out. That could be knocked out by a teammate. Judd kind of getting up slow. He was stretching for that marker. Yeah, I think. Sure what he's got going there. Might have maybe holding his midsection, I'll just say. Don't wish that on anybody, but I think at this point as football fans we might prefer that over an ankle or knee injury. I don't know. I wouldn't say that if I was Judd, probably. Double wing formation to the right. Judd's going to take it and he's going to bounce it outside. We are going to have a holding penalty. And Judd does get in, so we're going to get another shot at it, but I believe we're going to have a hold here. So we're going to bring Pierce out on the field. They've done that, haven't done that in a few weeks. They put Judd in, they go that double wing right, have a couple lead blockers out in front. It did work. It was a good hit there to make the single tackle out there in space, but Judd was able to kind of back his way into the end zone, which at least saved the opportunity for Timberlake to try to punch one in. Timberlake leads at 18-12. It's under the 4-minute mark. It was a hold, so they're going to back it up 10 yards. And so that's going to mean a 2-point conversion now for Timberlake from from the 13-yard line. I would imagine we'll see Coyle play a lot softer here. Timberlake's they're gonna run that. It's the double slot formation we saw earlier, where those guys are a little tighter to the middle of the field. Kind of opens up some options for some out routes and kind of some crossing routes on either side. Good blocking for Pierce. He's gonna throw it up to Glenn. A little too far. Glenn's not able to come down with it. He did have a man open here. I mean, that's been a pretty good recipe for Timberlake. Throw it up to Glenn, and he did have the size advantage, but thrown a little too far. Glenn not able to come down with it. So score will remain 18-12, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we'll be back.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Janice sets to kick it off again. So far today, we've kicked it deep every time, which it's kind of one thing's the difference in the offensive approach here, with kind of the 4 yards in a cloud of dust type approach. All it takes is one negative play, and it's big for the defense. So that's probably smart. Kick it deep, give them a lot further to go. Coyle's taking the opposite approach, which is understandable. We're just as likely to score from 80 as we are 60. So, Janice Jr. puts a foot to it. He's going to kick it deep again to the freshman, number 10, Mormon. Down to the 15-yard line. Makes the first guy, Glenn, miss. And he's brought down there by Lars Gwynn and Matthew Janice. That freshman is actually Carson Hook. So, confused my Coyle freshman. He's going to take it down to the 34-yard line. Appears we're going to see similar formation. I was kind of watching that touchdown, or the touchdown pass earlier. I'm not going to speculate what the reads are supposed to be. It was an end, which typically is your corner on this side. Shepard, he had it read all the way, and he was running with him, and he stopped, but that might be because that might have been his job. It may have been the corner that's supposed to carry him down the field. Now he's going to break a tackle, and Choate's going to catch him and run him out of bounds, but that's a big gain there. I talked about it earlier with no safety, which should need it. With that many guys at the line of scrimmage, we've got to stop a play inside run, before it gets to the second level, and weren't able to do it there. Looked like some missed tackles at the line of scrimmage again, which has kind of plagued Timberlake early. He's going to take it all the way down to the Timberlake 14-yard line. So we're going to see what Timberlake's made of. It's something that Coach Severn and I actually talked about earlier this week. This group's, it's a fun group, but things have just come easy to them, and you just kind of wonder how they're going to respond to a little bit of adversity. So I guess we're going to find out. 33 to go in the third quarter. Coyle's threatening to tie it up again and have a chance to take the lead. See if Timberlake's defense can hold. They are going to stay in that 5-1, or really I think it might be more of a 3-3. They've got their linebackers are pretty wide, and they creep up pretty close to the line of scrimmage. That leaves Shepard kind of on an island. I think the idea there would be take up all the blockers with the other guys and let Shepard come in and clean it up with the tackle. They're going to keep it there with the extra blocker, having the quarterback run it, but he has nowhere to go. From the backside over here, Barney comes across, and that's good for a 2-yard gain. I didn't think he had that many, but Barney did a good job coming across from this offside and was able to make the tackle, drag him down for a 2-yard gain. That's one thing when the quarterback runs the ball, that gives you that extra blocker, and that's been kind of the approach for Coyle, try to outnumber us and just keep it running up inside. They do have a little bit of a size advantage on us, not quite as much as we saw last week. Take the shotgun snap, wing right formation. They're going to run to the right, running room again. Janice grabs him, does a better job pulling him back with the help of Ulrich. He's going to take it down there for a pretty decent gain, at least 5 yards. Kind of tough to tell from here. They're going to mark it outside the 5. Looks like maybe call it about the 7.5-yard line. It looks like it's going to be third down and 3. So not going to be able to give up any more plays like that here. That would just about go for a touchdown if they were able to do it here. So Timberlake needs to bow up right here on 3rd down and stuff them and force the 4th down. Clock approaching the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. We ring right again. They're going to hand it off, same play again. This time better job by Timberlake. He's dropped there by Barney again. Kind of slow to get up there. His senior tailback and Tarbox, we called his name a lot tonight. He was able to get more than outlooked. He's 4th and looks like 1. So one thing I think Carson Shepard's probably telling him, watch the football. Good to have Carson back. Gives us some leadership. He's usually kind of the quarterback of the defense. Got to watch the football. Got to get a push here. Looks like we're going to see that wing right formation again. Now they're actually going to put 25 down the backfield, fullback. A little flinch there, trying to get us to jump off sides and not able to do so. Now they look to the sideline with 5 seconds to go on the play clock. And I believe we're going to get another timeout maybe. Yeah, they're going to let it run down and call a timeout. So again, they want to run as much clock off as they can. They kind of know the threat that they have on the other side when they're having to step on the defensive side of the ball. And wise, I mean, that's smart on the Coyle side. Good job by Timberlake. There was a little flinch there on the hard count, but not enough to get them across the line. So with 1:16 left to go, it'll be 4th down and short inside the 10-yard line of Timberlake. We'll take a break here.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game.
Team's starting to break the huddle here, come back a little early. Ryan is starting to pull away from Wilson Henrietta. They're up 50-22, and it looks like late in the 3rd quarter. Winoka still leads. It's been a while. It's been 23 minutes since we've had an update there, but they led at halftime 34-28. All right, we're going to have a wing right formation. We've seen that a lot, like I've mentioned. And, take the shotgun snap here on 4th and 1. Quarterback fumbles it. Oh, and he's going to take it into the end zone, I believe. That's going to be a touchdown. So, fumbled snap. Looked like everybody just kind of froze. Didn't have anybody step up and make a play, and except for the senior quarterback, Alex Jennings. He scoops it up and thought he was just going to dive on it, but he scoops it up smartly on 4th down and takes it into the end zone with 1:12 left to tie the game. So, talked about facing a lot of adversity. Timberlake's got it. They've been good on 2-point conversions so far on the defensive side of the ball. Both teams have. So we'll see. Looks like we're going to have that same formation. They're going to try it again. Maybe they've got a wrinkle off of this after running it twice unsuccessfully. The Wildcat, number 88, big guy in the backfield. And we've got a flag. I believe it might be a play clock issue. We delay a game. Play clock was at 0, and I looked up to see the flag in the air, and it was a back judge, and that's what it is. So it took too long. I mean, going to be in that same formation on their conversions every time. Not really an excuse for that. Get those guys on the field and get them to the line of scrimmage. Gonna, I would assume, force a little different look at a Coyle right here. I'll try to take the lead now from the 8-yard line. Mentioned Winoka Thackerville, 34-28. I was saying that score there. Haven't had a second half update. And the Tipton game has ended 56-6 over Graham Destin. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass. Got a guy out here, and Had good coverage, but not good enough. Caught by number 21. That's it's probably Joaquin Amaro, the senior tight end, makes a catch. And Ulrich out there in coverage and looked like he was not in a bad spot, but the ball put in a really good spot where only his guy could catch it, and he comes down with it. So Timberlake trails 20-18 late in the third quarter, and we'll see if the offense can answer back.
405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Moving over to Class B scores, teams are coming back on the field. Garbers, they're continuing to hang in there against Velma Alma. They trail 44-32 at another ranked number 1, Velma Alma. Sealing up 44 over Turpin in the third quarter. Dewar has taken an 11-point lead over Regent Prep. O'Keene continues to lead Laverne now by 8, 38-80. In the fourth quarter now. This could be a big onside kick here. So we've got the sophomore over here, and they're going to actually kick it over there to Glenn again. Another good job by Glenn. He's a guy that's usually up on the line, got good hands, big receiver. He's done a good job getting his hands on all these. We've got some other guys up there that haven't been up there most of the year with some injuries, but so kind of surprised to see them take another shot at Glenn. But we'll take it. OBA does lead Southwest Covenant 28-20. Looks like last update was about 4 minutes ago in the third quarter. So I formation here. Choate and Judd behind Pierce, and he's going to hand it off to Judd. Bounce that lead outside, and another behind the play penalty that does no good. That hold did nothing to progress that play. It was 5 yards behind the ball, and pretty obvious by the body language who was going to be on, and he knew it when they threw it. So that's a hold, bring up the first down at 20. Mistakes are the key here. We've just continued to shoot ourselves in the foot with mistakes like that. All it takes on the interior of that line on a lead play, give that running back about half a second. Guy pulls free, you got to let him go. And unfortunately, that's just been a mistake we've continued to make all year long. So I've noticed Coach Severn brought Carson Shepard down there next to him again. So we'll see if he does anything there. They're going to spread it out now. And pro left formation here, shotgun. They're going to pitch it out here to Judd, and he's got a good block by Ulrich out in front. He's still running. Good run by Judd. Pushing some guys forward. Kind of went down funny. I hope he's okay. And he is. Looks like he's going to get up. Getting up a little slow. A little frustrated. Yeah, he's saying face mask, and I got my little guy up here with me, and he said the same thing. But no penalty, but we'll take the big first down. Better job there. We ran that play earlier with Pierce, and he chose not to pitch it, and that time he read it right. Good pitch out here to Judd, and had a good block by Ulrich, but he ended up going to the ground, and Judd just about tripped over him. And but then Judd was able to kind of gain his balance and make a really good play, making a couple guys miss and dragging guys down well across midfield down to the 33-yard line. So I formation, they split it out. So the guy to the right, Judd up the middle again. Good run there. It'll be about a 7-yard gain. So Coyle, they're starting to soften up a little bit. As much as we've thrown the ball, that time they had Glenn split out there to the right. And they took a couple guys out there with him. So that kind of helps us with numbers inside, and good job by the line to block who was left. Timberlake's going to go double tight formation now right here, this time with the I formation, veer formation behind Pierce. And they're going to hand it to the fullback there, Choate. And a good run by Blake down inside the 20. Timberlake just starting to chew some yards up running the ball, and that's going to end the quarter. So we'll trade ends, and looks like they marked him right at the 20. So coming back fourth quarter, it's going to be 1st and 10 Timberlake at the Coyle 20-yard line.
Option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
#1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing.
So just kind of watching the sideline here, it appears we're going to see the return of Carson Shepard to center for the first time since the Winoka game. Not yet. They're practicing some snaps. Looks like maybe going to give this group another shot here. They have been driving the ball pretty well. Just got to make sure we don't make the mistake of penalties. Since our last update, Thackerville has tied the game up against Winoka. They trailed by 8, but they have now tied that up at 34 in the third quarter. Ryan Wilson Henrietta has kind of cut into that. Well, no, it's actually they're still up 28. They're up 50-22. So it looks like Ryan will likely play the winner of this game. The I formation again. They're going to kind of fake that handoff to the right, and they're going to bring Judd back with a little pulling guard. Diller out to the left, did a good job kicking his guy out. Judd does a good job making a couple guys miss and takes it down close to another Tiger first down. Good blocking, good running there by Timberlake. Going to bring up second down and short. Good to see the Timberlake line starting to kind of gain control of this game. Really need to see Timberlake get in right here and score the 2. They're going to split receivers to both sides. Got a running back on either side of Pierce. He sends a man in motion. Quick pitch. Good thing he did too. He was hit immediately, and Judge is going to be able to go untouched into the end zone. Had big 88 bearing down on it. Jordan Williams, the defensive end on this side. And Pierce saw it immediately, made the quick pitch, and Judd was able to do the rest, just trot on into the end zone. So good call there by Coach Severin. Good job by the Timberlake Tigers executing it. See what we get here. We've failed on every 2-point conversion so far, well, except for one that we had the penalty on. We're going to go I formation. They're going to run lead pass wide open out in the corner, and he about overthrew him, which is hard to do, but he was able to go rein it in. So good job there by Paxton Glenn. It's one thing, we run that play a lot, but when you have so much success marching the ball down the field as we did, running those lead passes and some of that kind of crossbuck stuff, it gets those defensive backs creeping up. That's exactly what happened there, and that allowed Paxton Glenn to get open in the corner of the end zone, and Pierce is able to get it close enough to the big guy to come down with it. So Timberlake leads 26-20. We're at the 11-12 mark in the fourth quarter, and we'll see the kickoff here shortly.
You with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company...
I just now saw the help I was getting. I appreciate everybody let me know the game is still streaming. I think maybe we just had somebody that had an issue with a phone or something. Showing on my end we were streaming, so hopefully we haven't had any disruptions. We'll see what Timberlake does. Coyle's had a little more luck offensively, so we'll see if they don't look at onside or if they kick deep again, and they are going to kick it deep again. Freshman number 10 going to come up, and he touches it. And has to retreat to get it. And now Judd able to get a hold of him and getting some help now from a couple guys, bring him down. It's Braden Ulrich comes up to help Lars Gwynn, and they're able to bring him to the ground. So, really good play there by the Timberlake coverage. It's going to take him all the way back. This is probably the where it's at right now is about the hardest angle on this field from where I'm at. It's the 15-yard line, so it's going to be a long ways to go. The scary thing about that for Timberlake is You know, I mean, if Coyle's able to march it down the field like they have been, it may take the whole 11 minutes. So Timberlake really needs to bow up right here and get a stop. They are going to go more of a typical formation. Got Judd back at safety. And looks like they're going to be more of a 3-2 look, or 4-1 actually. They're going to run that. Run that similar play we've seen. Better job there by Timberlake. They stopped that for a 1-yard gain. They had that wing formation, and they run Tarbox over behind that lead blocker. Nothing doing there. 2nd down and 9. So sense of urgency hopefully here. I kind of mentioned it earlier, and Coach Severn talked about how they handle a little adversity. The biggest part of that is how young we are. Playing a ton of sophomores, juniors right now. Our only senior, unfortunately, wasn't able to finish. Outside run here. They've got it strung out, but he makes a couple guys miss. Another missed tackle. They had 2 guys have a hand on him there about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and he's able to make them both miss and take it down there for about a 6 or 7 yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Timberlake had the pursuit was good. Everybody kind of did their jobs up there. They strung that thing out, and they had the speed to have a couple guys there with the chance to make the play. They just couldn't do it. Too much. That's one thing we've had. We, as small as we are, bigger guys like that, we just need to go at legs and wrap up, and we tend to want to lower our shoulder and hit with no wrap up, and that just doesn't work with guys like Tarbox that run that hard. Going to hand it to him again now over that right side, and he's dropped just across the 1st down. Decent play there by Timberlake, but when you give them the big gain there on 2nd down, just they don't have enough. You don't have enough of a buffer. You got to stop them for shorter than that. So it's going to be 4th down and 10. Now across the 25-yard line out to the 26-yard line, approaching the 10-minute mark. Timberlake leading by 6. Coyle breaks the huddle. They're going to go wing left, actually double wing left. They've got Tarbox out here next to Xavier Amaro, who we've seen out here most of the game, and they're going to run it with the quarterback out here behind those 2 big guys. Had a hold out here on the perimeter on Choate, did get called. Didn't look like that's going to be good for a 1st down. So we're kind of backpedaling there, letting those blockers get on us, and if that happens with the bigger guys, they're going to have a lot of success. That's a play you've got to attack upfield. Coach Severn's asking for that hold as well. I mean, I saw it. I'm usually not one to point out too much on officiating, but they clearly had a hold of Choate out here on the edge. 1st down to 10 now, approaching midfield, the 37-yard line here. Same formation. Nope, we're going to be just single wing here to the left. Shotgun snap, give it to another hit. It's going to be Carson. Carson can't be making those tackles on his own. We've got to do a better job getting off blocks. That's Tarbox again. Play handoff. Looks like it's coming to the left side. He cuts it back to the right with really less blockers, and we're just not getting off blocks over there. It didn't look like they pulled anybody either, so numbers ought to be in our favor, especially if Carson will come up. If he's making a hit at that spot in the field, we ought to have guys there to help him. Same formation, nope, double wing formation. We saw the quarterback lead out here last time they were in this formation. And this time they're going to pull and lead up the middle. Quarterback does keep it, but he's going to be dropped after a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Ulrich getting up a little gimpy. Looks like he's holding his ankle. Mentioned it earlier, we can't afford to have any guys go down with injury. Mention our crowd again. I don't know how much of it you guys can hear, but it's been a good crowd tonight. Had a good turnout, and they've been loud and supportive of our kids. Gotten a little rowdy in a couple spots, so kind of what you need when you're able to host a playoff game. Go wing right here. Tarbox is going to take the handoff now to the right side and dropped after about a 5-yard gain, which is too many. Be another Coyle Blue Jacket first down now as the clock ticks under 8 minutes. It'll be a 4-yard gain. They're going to back it up to the 49. They can handle a 4-yard gain if they can just have that one negative play or 1-0 gain play. We talked about the mistakes by Timberlake. They've had way too many. It's what's kept this game close on their side of it. Now, that being said, I give Coyle credit where credit's due. They've had a good game plan and they've executed. They've not made mistakes. So I mean, they're earning every bit of this. But Timberlake has shot themselves on the foot way too many times. Hopefully, we can clean things up. Little inside pitch here to the wingback. Big boy rumbling upfield for about a 6-yard gain. That's number 25. His first touch. That's Xavier Amaro. Something Timberlake wasn't quite ready for. Looks like Ulrich's going to come out of the game. Glenn's going to come in at corner, which I haven't seen him in there at that position very much. Been holding in for offense, but definitely looks like maybe it's an ankle injury. 2nd down and 4 for Coyle. It's going to take somebody stepping up and making a play. It's tough with these tight splits, but we need somebody to break through the line and make a hit in the backfield. Make something happen here. And they're going to hand it off to the freshman over the outside here. And there's going to be a penalty. See 25 laying on top of Barney. Looked like he kind of drug him down from behind. Barney was trying to get away from him. So I believe we're going to have a hold, which will back him up. So I mentioned a little bit ago, I need to keep talking about those things. We needed something to happen, a penalty or a big negative play for Timberlake, and it's going to come in the form of a penalty, a Coyle mistake there finally. So it was a good gain there by the freshman. Carson Hawk looks like he might have the most, maybe most speed on the team, kind of a shifty little guy back there. He can run a little bit, and they did a good job getting the hook block out there and had the outside, and he did a good job getting downfield, but part of that good job might have been that they were tugging a little bit. So going to be double wing now here to the left. We've seen some passes out of this. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down at about 14. They're going to run it out here behind the blockers with Jennings, and he stopped just beyond the line of scrimmage for a short gain. Excuse me. Shepard in on that play. Helping a few teammates. It's going to bring up, it was a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. This is the down and distance you got to get them into if you're Timberlake. We just got to execute. Go back to a traditional 3-2 look here. Expecting possibly a pass. They've got number 10, the quicker running back there. Next to the quarterback. They're going to take the shotgun snap. They are dropping back to throw a little screen pass out here at the freshman end, and he's got nowhere to go. That's going to be a big loss there. And, he ended up breaking free. They blew the whistle, blew that dead. They had him stopped before progress stopped. And so really good job there. They had 3 black jerseys in the area, and nothing fooled there. Nobody fooled there. So it's going to make it 4th down and 22. Nope. Yeah, about 22. So, see, I've not seen a punt in the game so far. So, let's see if those things still exist in football. They don't look like they're gonna punt. 4th and very long. They're gonna spread everybody out. Timberlake needs to play pretty soft right here, not able to get behind them. They're gonna drop back, throw it over the middle, and it's completed, but not anywhere near 1st down, back to about the line of scrimmage. So had that soft coverage, and which is smart. Landon Dobbs, the junior end, and kind of hit him over the middle, but well short of the 1st down. So Timberlake will take over at the 50. Really need a couple big plays right here. They need to go down and put it in the end zone, not give Coyle another look at it. The thing we got going for us is as well as we've run the ball. Typically we spread them out, like to do some things, but Timberlake's going to come right out of that I formation. If we can continue to have our line get the blocks they've been getting without the penalty, then this is the way to go for sure. As I say that, we don't get the blocks. Chop down a yard past the line of scrimmage. We had the numbers there on the interior. Coyle's still playing pretty soft. They've got a safety deep. See a man not blocking anybody at the line of scrimmage right there, and we've got to get that ball. Looks like Timberlake's going to stick with more of a traditional formation here. This time it'll be Judd behind Choate. 4-1 out of Coyle. Again, a deep safety. They're going to try it out on the perimeter. Judd cuts back, and good read there by Judd. Now we're going to have another penalty. He's going to break some more tackles down across the first down, but another penalty behind the play. I mean, he cut back. He was free. Coyle player slow to get up, and I'm afraid this is going to back us up again. See what we have, unless maybe there was a face mask. Maybe one of those tackling attempts. No, they're pointing another way. So block on the back, Timberlake. It was downfield, so that'll help a little bit. It was about 5 yards downfield, so that's going to back it up, and it's going to make it about 2nd down and 15, I think, once he's done marking this off. I believe it was around that cutback. I'm sure it was maybe one of those linemen coming out trying to get an extra block in, which we appreciate the effort, but man, when you see those back numbers, you just got to let it go, especially once you have Judd beyond you. I formation, 2nd down and 15. They're going to turn and fake the handoff, and he's going to throw it deep. Glenn made a great effort to go make the catch. There's double coverage out there. They've been all over Glenn. They know that's their #1 receiver. Pierce put it, he put it in a spot where he kind of had to, away from the defenders, but a little bit too far out of his reach. It's one of those situations where, you don't have to get the whole 15. If we could get 10 or 12 of them back right here, I would imagine this is the spot on the field where Coach Severn would want to go for it. Just needed that one first down, man. If you get that one first down, then you can able to maybe start running a little bit more clock. But the short run, the penalty, and now an incomplete pass. Going to have a rollout pass. Fakes it. He's got Glenn deep, and he makes the catch, and he's free. Keep running. Keep running. He's going to make 33 miss right there. So he looked like if he just ran, he'd have been able to run away from him, but he was kind of slow playing, waiting on that stiff arm, and he finally was able to get it, make Dalton Wolfington, the senior, made him miss, and really good play there. So they've been hitting that rollout pass is what you saw there, and it looks like they've been sending Glenn deep on that quite a bit, and then we like to throw that out route, which they've done a really good job covering. That time did a really good job of blocking that in. Pierce did a good job of stepping up underneath that rusher, gave him time to make that pass, and Glenn ran a good route and was open behind the defense. So big play there for Timberlake. I formation on the 2-point conversion. They're going to turn and fake the pitch, and he was stepped on. Had a pulling guard, and looked like they were driven back into him and stepped on Pierce. There wasn't anything he could do. He just kind of flipped it out here in the area, but that's unfortunate. So another failed 2-point conversion, but either way, Timberlake now going to lead by 2 touchdowns. There is a Coyle Blue Jacket down on the field, so we'll see what happens with him when we come back from break.
It operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech.
All right, players are coming back on the field. A couple things we've kind of mentioned throughout the game. We talked about a conversation with Coach Severn earlier in the week about adversity. I'd say we've kind of put ourselves in the position of adversity a few times, including that drive, but It's been good to see, especially the young guys at Timberlake, kind of come through that and make some plays. And so that's been one aspect of this we talked about. The other one, I mentioned at first half when we got that 2-touchdown lead, the difference there was Coyle knew they got the ball back coming out of and they had a whole half to play. And so in that position, they're just kind of trying to keep it close. But if you can go get an extended lead on a team that's running this type of offense, and that offense kind of starts working against them because that clock chews up and chews up and chews up. So we'll see if Coyle has to they may have to make an offensive adjustment here with under 4 minutes to go. The biggest thing is going to be Timberlake needs to do a good job covering like they have been. It looks like they're going to send a different guy back deep for Coyle. It's not number 10. Ends in a 3. I don't think that's, I'm going to see here. 33. So that was a man trying to make the tackle there. They're going to give it to 33. He's going to take it over that right side. Paxton Glenn has a hold of him. Gets some help there by Lars Glenn. 2 sophomores able to bring him down. That's number 33. I mentioned his name a minute ago, Dalton Wolfington. First couple times we've called his name, a senior. Decent return there after the deep kick by Janice. It's going to give Coyle the ball at the 32-yard line. So long way to go. 3:45 to go. They've got to score twice. So we'll see if the Timberlake defense can hold. The slow man getting up going into that timeout there was Jordan Williams. We've called his name a lot tonight. From the outside looking in, he kind of had that look that Maverick Judd had a little while ago, maybe worrying about the midsection. I could be wrong, but that's going to be my assumption. All right, they are going to pass. First down. Has a guy behind the defense, but the speed is going to make up for it. Judd's able to break back, had 2 guys in the area and make the catch. He's going to return it back. We do have a penalty on a block down here. Another penalty on another block. He does take it in for a touchdown, but that's not going to matter. It's going to come back, but either way, it's going to be Timberlake ball, which is huge. 3.5 minutes to go. Timberlake will take it it's going to be on their own side of the 50 after the penalty, but no complaints here for Timberlake. We'll take the ball in any way we can. Any more in football? The blocks that I'm going to sound like an old guy. The blocks that used to get patted on the back for coming off the field are back whenever I used to play for Coach Severin. Those are now penalties. The crack back blocks, the peel back blocks. It's all in the name of player safety, which is completely understood. That's exactly what that was. I saw Coach Tyler Severin down here talking about just standing your ground and getting your hands out. It looked like you might have been talking to Caleb Barney. You just got to kind of plant yourself almost like an offensive screen in basketball rather than coming back and taking somebody's head off in the name of player safety. I will say that's not the only penalty. I think Glenn blocked 2 guys in the back at the end of that play, which we appreciate the effort. But that wouldn't have backed it up quite as far as this one. But either way, it's going to be a moot point if we can get a couple first downs and chew this clock up. So Timberlake's going to come out, looks like in the I formation with looks like they're going to put Judd. Talk about how interchangeable those 2 guys are. Judd in front of Choate. Clock stopped at 3:27. Timberlake up by 12. We're going to take the handoff, run a lead. And nobody touched him until he was across the first down marker. And did a good job running over the safety there to get a few more. So good hard run by Choate. Good blocking up front. We got to give them all the credit on that play. And Maverick Judd coming up with the lead block and had the linemen. I haven't named them a whole lot, but had Janice at center, and then Diller and Barney at the guards. And then there's no good lead play without a good block down by your tight end. And they've actually got Carson Shepard at the tight end over there, which I'm just now noticing that. But that gives you a really good blocker. He probably was our best lineman when he went out. So that gives us another guy. They're going to run behind him and more room for Blake. He's able to take it down for another big gainer. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain, bring up second down and 5. I wasn't paying attention there. Second down and 6. That's going to be a 4-yard gain. But this is a point in the game where your sophomore quarterback, I'm sure Coach Severin's told him we want to run as much clock as we can. I didn't really pay attention to the play clock on that one. They are taking their time in the huddle right here. But this is one of those deals where you want to let as much time click off as you can before you take that under center snap. Break the huddle with about 15 seconds to go in the play clock. A little over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Going to be another lead to Choate. Good kick out block there. I mean, he's still running. Looked like they had him. Got an injured Blue Jacket on the ground. It looked like maybe the two guys kind of took each other out. And the 35 had a hold of him on the ground and let go. He never completely stopped. He was kind of leaning forward. It looked like he was just going to fall forward for a decent gain. But then for some reason, like I said, I don't know if he kind of got rolled up on or what, but the man let go, and Blake was able to break free for several more for the first down as the clock ticks under 2 minutes. So big play there. They'll be able to tick it down to about the 1.5-minute mark here before they snap it on first down. Coyle does have, I believe, all of their, according to the scoreboard, they've got 2 timeouts left. I know they have it. Yeah, they used one after they tried to draw us off sides earlier on the goal line. So another lead out there, and number 3, really good play there. He had penetration. That's Josiah Amaro, and he is a senior. So looks like 2 senior Amaros. So I wonder if those guys are, no, 3. Joaquin, I named all 3 of them now. Joaquin, Josiah, I need to pay more attention. And I know there was one more, Xavier. I've called all 3 of those guys' names. Really good play there. I don't know if those guys are triplets or cousins or what they are, but maybe they just smart parents that have made it to where they're on the same grade somehow. Second down and 10. Didn't do a very good job blocking Amaro right there. Now Timberlake's going to take a knee. So with 3 seconds left on the play clock, they're going to take a knee. See if Coyle decides to use your timeouts. It doesn't appear that they're going to. And if they don't, it'll just take one more knee by Timberlake, and that would end the game. So we'll see what they do right here. So good job by Timberlake, kind of regrouping and making some plays. That's not called for. They had a guy come flying in there. Coyle coach is being classy. He just kind of let this thing in, and they had a guy come in, and Timberlake's got a lot to play for next week. Can't afford to have a guy get injured, but either way, everybody's good. Coming off the field with the big win. Excited crowd, excited players. Proud of our boys for facing the adversity and coming through with the win. Appreciate you listening to us. Don't forget you can support our playoff broadcasts. Unless this is broadcast by Squirtle directly, it'll be 400 or more next week. So if you'd like to support it, we'll for sure give your company or whoever some notoriety for supporting us and our kids next week. So we'll see you in a week in the semifinals.
Training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, NextEra Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. NextEra Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jenks, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. John Conaway here. At Cornerstone, our heart is for hope and healing. And with our new neuropathy program, we are providing hope and healing to those who are experiencing peripheral neuropathy. We don't want you to just live with the pain, tingling, numbness, and burning in your feet and hands. We invite you to our next seminar to learn more about an alternative to drugs and surgery to treat your peripheral neuropathy. This seminar is free, however, space is limited. Call 580-540-3357. Again, 580-540-3357.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We know weather is unpredictable, but managing your risk shouldn't be. This is Bambi Sidwell from Sidwell Insurance.
And Brady from Sidwell Strategies. Next year's crop season is here. It's time to protect your crop and livestock exposure. Dry conditions are also driving market prices higher, above break-even levels. It's time to take action.
Call Sidwell Insurance and Sidwell Strategies at 1-800-299-2408. 1-800-299-2408 today.
Futures and option trading involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Gateway, we know life can be uncertain, but no matter what, we want the best for you because we are you. We live in the same neighborhoods. Our kids go to the same schools. That's why at Gateway, we believe in providing you with the financial solutions and expertise you need to build the future you want. And by doing so, we can build a stronger community together. With locations in Helena, Cherokee, Nash, Wauketa, Tonkawa, Jinx, and Oklahoma City, we are ready to help you today. Gateway, member FDIC.
Since 2003, Next Era Energy Resources has partnered with Oklahoma to fuel local economic growth. Today, the company owns and operates more than 15 wind facilities in our state, including Skeleton Creek Wind, right here in Alfalfa, Garfield, and major counties. Wind energy projects provide millions in new tax revenue to our communities, creating hundreds of temporary construction jobs and good-paying full-time jobs. Next Era Energy Resources is proud to support Timberlake schools and is committed to being a good neighbor, investing in this community, and growing the local economy.